Hey, so this is J Spot Plays, and we're gonna play No Kuni. Yeah, and this is my wife, Teresa. Hit X.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. What? Oh, okay. Well,
That was
just in
weird.
case we ever want to play in a different language,
Yeah, like French.
we could play in French. I can't play in French.
French is like.
What?
Oh.
Uh.
10 minutes.
Uh.
10 minutes.
So.
Are you eat that flan?
Yeah, I'll eat the flan.
Okay.
So,
What are you gonna do for 10 minutes? You wanna
we could like introduce ourselves.
I guess.
So I'm J Spot.
I'm assuming if you were to watch your channel, they kind of know who you are.
Well, no, it's a totally new channel. Nobody knows me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
So who are you?
Your wife?
You're my wife. That's why I'm gonna call these like where it's like me and you. I'm gonna call J Spot Plays with his wife. That's the name of the show. Yeah.
What a novelty.
Yeah. So
Yay, puns.
yeah. But yeah, no, for real. Like, so this is gonna be like an RPG game. What kind of games do you play?
I don't know if I can talk for like 10 minutes.
Well, we can just talk to each other. Like, what kind of games do you play?
Well, RPGs. Like,
Yeah.
grew up on Final Fantasy and Zelda, which you hate.
Yeah, I don't like Zelda too much.
Like, I
It's
don't
kinda
understand. No, I don't understand. Like,
know-
how? Like, you play the shit out of Bejeweled. Like,
Bejeweled?
yeah. Like, you like all the puzzle games.
What's that? What's Bejeweled have to do with?
Well, I think Zelda's like this huge puzzle game. You kind of run around, find the puzzles, so you can solve them.
I feel like it's like a hack and slash that's not very good at being a hack and slash, so it tries to throw puzzles in there to keep you entertained. And like, I don't know. I don't enjoy them. I just really don't.
I don't know. I think they're cute and they're fun.
Like, I don't know. They are cute. They are fun. They're good. They're made well. I mean, there's obviously production behind it, but I just don't really like it that much. I don't know. I just never have. Like, I think it might have been like the biggest letdown in my life as a child before Ninja Turtles 3 because the game was golden and I put it in and it was nowhere near as cool as Mario or Duck Hunt. And those didn't even get their own case, from when I was a kid. But I don't know. You know what I like? I like Zelda more than other games, though. Like, do you know what game I like less than Zelda?
What?
Final Fantasy.
I think you don't like Zelda like games because you started playing so young. Like I didn't get a Super Nintendo till like I was 12.
I guess I
'Cause
could
I
have
was
something
poor.
to do. I guess. Well, I mean, we were poor too.
Yeah.
We weren't your kind of poor, like third world poor.
Right.
But we were poor. I mean, we weren't like rich. We were American, I guess.
We had to buy our Super Nintendo at a garage sale for $50.
Well,
And we had to break payment to buy it.
I had to sell all my action figures, but I had a bunch of action figures, so I guess that shows exactly how poor I was.
And not only that, we had to walk like 3 blocks to get to the house. Like we had to run back to the house, get our money, run back there, uphill both ways. In the sweltering heat.
So what you're saying is you lived at the bottom of the hill, and then the garage sale was at the bottom of the hill you had to go up.
Yeah, no, seriously. There was like a hill in between. I remember this. Like, there was a hill in between our houses.
It's not that uncommon. That's
it came
pretty
with,
normal.
like, 3 games, I think. And one of them was Paperboy. I played the shit out of Paperboy.
Like Super Paperboy?
I don't know.
Well, obviously, Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was so dusty, too. And so we had to blow in it all the time.
Yeah, yeah?
It was bad.
Oh, yeah? So what else did you do to it? Did it have like that yellow coloring, or was it at least original like gray color?
Oh, yeah. It was gray.
Oh, okay. Okay, so do you know what I'm talking about? Like the yellow coloring?
Yeah, and I always thought like, okay, so we also got controllers for it too, and I always thought that Super Nintendo controllers were like super stiff,
Yeah.
Like the buttons were really hard to push. I just thought that's what they were made because like both of the controllers were like that.
Yeah.
No, they were just gross. They were just gross ones. and they're
So
like sticky and brown and like disgusting.
so like my Super Nintendo, okay, my parents got me the Nintendo, and again, I guess I was nowhere near as poor as you because my parents got me a Nintendo, but I had it, and I guess I didn't really care for it. Like I didn't take that much care of it. Then again, I was like 6, 7, 8 years old. I was 8 years old.
Third world problem.
Yeah, no, I was definitely 8 years old, and like
You totally were not third world poor.
I was not third world poor, no, and like it was, it was his own thing. But I mean, it got dusty, whatever. It got beat up, and I mean, I didn't know any better. I was just a kid, I guess. But then I don't remember what it was when I had my Super Nintendo, and like the first time, it felt like it didn't feel pristine like the controllers. I looked at that thing and I was like, I could unscrew this. I bet I could fix it.
I just thought that's the way they're supposed to be.
No, well, I mean, you didn't know because you got them secondhand.
Right.
So like, I got my Super Nintendo fresh, right? Like I said, I sold all my action figures, and my mom helped me out on the rest, and I got it for Christmas, right? So, like, it was a big deal for me. So like, as soon as they didn't feel that great, or like there's like a smudge on it, or there's like crusties in the cracks, I was like, I got toothpicks, I got Q-tips, and I mean, at this time I think I was like 10. I was anal about my Super Nintendo because there's arcades, and I had all my arcade games on my Super Nintendo, so I thought I was like hella cool, man. I had my Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and like that's all it really mattered.
Man, I'm just so glad we didn't meet back then because we would have been married by the time we were like 12.
Yeah, I would have married you at 12, I think.
I would have married you for your games.
Well, well, I think you might have changed my life because I had this friend that was like, you need to play Final Fantasy, blah, blah, blah. It's not on the Super Nintendo, and eventually there's going to be one on the Super Nintendo. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, Final Fantasy's so great. And I got Final Fantasy 2, and it's like the same thing, but better. And I was like, I don't know. So
I don't know.
when he got Final Fantasy 2, he let me borrow Final Fantasy 1. And I was like, this game, like, no. Like, the reason why I play games is because I don't like books.
Maybe that's why I like Final Fantasy, because I've never played it on, like, a real console. I've only played it on emulators. It's like a fast forward through shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would not be able to play Final Fantasy, like, by itself. That's why I've never finished playing Chrono Trigger on the DS.
Well, okay.
It's a great game.
But you can't fast forward.
But I can't fast forward through it.
It's got great music, but I hate listening to it.
Well, yeah, I mean... And I die all the time because I don't like grinding either.
Yeah.
And so I want to go to the same cutscene like a bajillion times. I want to get lucky that one time and kill him. And then just keep going.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's easier in Chrono Trigger, like, to, dodge fights and stuff and not have to level up.
I guess. I'm all about the grind. Like, I hate it. Like, okay, so you've heard me complain, like, with other friends, like, how much I dislike games where you gotta grind. Like, there's nothing you can do but grind.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, if I'm playing and I'm, like, really into something, like, I know one summer I was, like, hella into Final Fantasy VIII because I was, like, a young romantic or something like that. Like, I needed to... Like, right when it first came out, right? Like, I didn't have a PlayStation, but PC version came out, like, 9 months later. And, like, I guess... I wish I was...
Such a great love story.
Yeah,
I
wish
totally
I
like
was in
Squall
love.
better than Cloud. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I love Squall better than Cloud.
I like Squall better. Well, Squall was a character.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cloud was just kind of... He didn't even have, like, a memory. He was worse than Wolverine.
Nah, he was kind of emo-ish.
I mean, well, yeah, but once... Like, he was emo about it because, like, okay, so, like, Wolverine, comic book character, Wolverine. He doesn't have his memory and shit, but he's just like, I don't care. I'll kill you.
Oh, yeah, Hugh Jackman's awesome.
But Cloud was like... So Cloud was like, like, I don't know who I am. I mean, he had a sword, too. That sword's cool, but I guess he's not Wolverine.
Just saying. Squall's way cooler.
Anyway.
Trophy data.
So, alright, trophy data. Here we go. We're about to start the game.
Oh my god, finally. I'm so excited.
Alright, so next time on J-Spot Plays with His Wife, we're actually going to play this game.
Oh my god, really?